Good Monday, everybody. I'm sure everyone is still a little jonesy for what we saw last night on Sunday Night Football. What an epic game that was. Hey, Lenny, I wasn't sleeping during that part of the game like I was the
I
other
was.
game, but I'm hoping everyone had a fantastic weekend, had a good weekend over here in the Esparza household. But we have a great show. We finally pulled this guest out of celebritydom. I mean, he's always
I
in the
mean,
clubs. He's just hyping it up. So we finally pulled him in. We'll bring him in about 5 minutes, but we have a
I had to
great
get a
show.
waiver signed from his
Yeah,
publicist, our
yeah.
boss, a release form,
Oh.
all kinds of stuff.
And we try to review it because normally we do 1st and 10 with our
Yep.
guests, but we were penalized for losing back-to-back doctor's orders. So now we're stuck with this guy for 1st and 20. We got penalized for 10 yards.
Yep.
We're stuck with him for 20 minutes. But we should have a great conversation with him. And then we'll recap what happened over the weekend. And then the last part of the show in about 25 minutes from now, we'll discuss little Monday Night Football between the monsters of the Midway Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. So again, should be a fun show. Lenny, what's going on?
Lions lost.
I text you. I text you.
That's the end of it. That's my whole weekend right there. Lions lost. Just that sad. They lost. They didn't show up. They didn't look good. In no way, shape, or form did they look good. Whatever. Other than that, I had a really good day. I had betting wise, I had a good weekend. I've made money this weekend, but which is hard to make money and feel shitty because of one game. You know what I mean?
I can see that. I can see that. I had a couple guys. I help guys out finding numbers. I have a couple. I don't know if they bet or how big they bet. They're like, hey, Raphael, we know you sit around looking at your down bet screen all day long. Can you let me know if this game goes to 4 and stuff like that? So I'll text them, hey, FanDuel has 4, DraftKings has 4. They do whatever they do. Sometimes they send me a gift. Mostly they send gift cards. But I'll take the gift cards. I like free food. Yeah, but stuff like that.
Like Starbucks?
No, I'm a fancy restaurants and stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah, they go.
I you're big time.
Yeah, so they go that way. But I was a little busy with that. But I enjoyed a lot of football this weekend. Some great games. And I gotta hand out my petty machete today right now. Oregon Ducks just whooped up on Oklahoma State. We discussed this on Saturday, 69-3. You don't make fun of the Oregon Ducks. That's last time I checked.
You can't do that.
Oklahoma State was a football school. It's not like they beat up Grambling or Kennesaw State or UN Monroe. They beat up Big 12 teams. So wow, I loved watching that game.
It was great because I had a pretty decent amount on that. And I thought, to your point, I'll give Raphael credit. I don't know where he said it on Friday because he's everywhere. Jocks Daily, what are the odds? This show, this, that, or whatever. Probably saw him on Yahoo saying it somewhere. But he said Oregon will be able to call their number. And they did. And it was 69. The end. You know, I was afraid Oklahoma State wouldn't score. I thought that defense was going to be hurtful on them young men up in Oklahoma State. They managed to get a field goal. But Oregon looked pissed off.
Yeah, it was a great, fantastic game. We'll dive into more college football on Friday. So don't forget to check us out on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll break down college football and upcoming NFL Week 2 next week. So it should be a fun show. So don't forget to check us out on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Norman Castillo just reposted our stream. Thank you, Norman. Thanks for watching. We also have Junkin Sink Mark as a new member. And we were just gonna bring in our guest. I'm sorry, guest, if you're still in the back room. F16. Congratulations on USC. Congratulations on the over. I was watching that game thinking about this guy's got some mad cash on it. We were just talking about you in the chat. We're like, F16 easily cashed USC, easily went over.
Easy money, boys.
Yes. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, F16's in my head right now. We were just discussing backstage before we came on air, F16, about congratulating you and your UFC and the over. You said UFC and the over. So congratulations to you. But you know what? Let's bring the guest in. We have to bring him in. The girls want him in. The fans want him in. Let's bring him in.
Right. And we're a couple minutes past bringing him in, too, and I don't want to hear no calls from his publicist.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're already sorry. So
yeah.
Without further ado, Griffin
You guys
Murphy.
are unbelievable. You guys are unbelievable. I'm sitting back here like, oh my God, dude. Everybody's probably thinking you're bringing in, I don't even know. Well, everybody.
We're bringing in Griffin Murphy.
Griffin, welcome to Betting Outside the Box. Your first time on Betting Outside the Box. We are so thrilled to have you on. We've been trying to get you on, but our schedules have not linked. Your publicist says you're so busy, so it was just crazy to get you on here. So thank you for bringing your presence to Betting Outside the Box.
Thanks for having me, gentlemen. I mean, Ralph, Detroit Lenny, I couldn't be happier. Betting Outside the Box. I've been watching this show since it started up. I'm thrilled to be on with you, gentlemen. Let's kick it into gear.
Yeah. Well, we were having you on, and we got penalized because we lost back-to-back doctor's orders. So normally our guest is first and 10 for one guest, 10 minutes, and we got penalized for back-to-back losses. So you're stuck with us for 20 minutes. We're first and 20 for penalizing. So I'm sorry that you have to be stuck with us clowns for 20 minutes, but
Lenny, I'm here.
Boss said we had to bring in some ratings. We had to get an A-lister. We had to bring in some ratings. We had to first and 20, go one guest 20 minutes. So we figured, why not pull out the biggest A-lister we know, Griffin Murphy. I got questions, Griffin Murphy.
Yes,
you ready?
I'm ready for your questions, Lenny. Let's roll.
I mean, okay, we've talked and we've become friends just behind the scenes since I came on the docs and everything. But I want you to tell everybody how you got in the sports and betting industry, because I know this, but it is a phenomenal just how you get there. Explain that to the people.
Well, if I explain my whole story, we'd probably be on this show for another 4 to 6 hours, but to keep it as simple as I can. So I started trading the financial markets, Forex, cryptocurrency, all of those type of outlets, commodities back when I was 18 years old. So I stumbled for 4 years. I completely lost my mind in that game, just trying to crack all the codes, figure out all the answers. A young kid with inspiration, trying to find success financially at a young age. Finally, after 4 years of doing it, I started coming up on success in the markets. But at the same time, I started realizing, hey, this is very similar to sports. My entire life, I've been a diehard sports fan. I mean, my entire family, absolutely crazy. My older brother played Division I baseball. We're diehard baseball, diehard football, chaos. So I always bet my whole life, but I never had an edge. So I created an algorithm very similar to the sports betting or the trading markets. And I started realizing all of the risk management that it partaked from trading the financial markets also entailed in sports betting. I also realized if you can get at that gap above 52.5%, 55%, whatever that case may be, you could find your edge with an algorithm. Well, then at the same time, obviously, you could succeed in the markets the same way you succeed financially in the trading markets. You could do so in the sports betting markets. So I tried a bunch of systems out. Long story short, ended up figuring out my algorithms were working, hired a team, built a massive algorithm continuously day in, day out, weighing new scales, but succeeded in the algorithm aspect, learned the financial risk as far as risk management. Key is risk management, obviously, and then found my edge. As soon as I got my edge, risk management, use your edge, and then capitalize. So that's how I am here right now.
See, that's like the opposite of being a
rapid fire.
It's like the opposite of
being a degenerate.
I don't know if you know this, Griffin, but D and his hat does not mean Detroit. It means degenerate. So it's not. So that's what that stands for on his head. I've met you many times. You've always talked crypto with me because I've done odds on crypto and stuff like that. I always contact you and stuff like that. What is harder, crypto industry or handicapping sports?
It goes hand in hand. They both take, the biggest thing is the mental effect that they take on you. It's very psychological. I've read over 100 books in psychology, and that's the biggest thing because when you're basically doing crypto research in a sense. So repeat that question really quickly for me, Raphael.
What is harder, the crypto industry or handicapping sports?
Oh, what's harder? Definitely, I would say the crypto industry, just because you have to do so much deeper analysis. You have to find things because that's an unregulated market. So you have to do things that are you have to find inflation, interest rates, all different types of aspects on fundamental economics that you can't go to a specific source for. So for like this, ESPN, I could check ESPN splits. I can go on StatMuse. I can type in pitchers, ERAs. It's a lot easier, I will say, to find sports handicapping situations, analytics, data, than it is opposed to the crypto industry because it's unregulated and they try to
That's
keep
good. That's good to know.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. I'm glad I asked that question.
Even. Yeah. I can't believe that makes sense to even me. What's your favorite sport to gamble though?
My favorite sport or my most profitable?
Both.
So I would
Are
say
they
my
the same?
favorite sport. No, my favorite sport is NFL for sure.
Okay.
But my most profitable sports are college football and college basketball. And the reason being is less speculation. There's so many more games that go out on the board that there's those marquee matchups. And I hone in on marquee matchups as well.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's so many more games on the board that the books don't necessarily get to match as far as their intake on how deep their analytics are going to go, their algorithms to actually create those lines. At least that's what I've found through psychology. Right. So that's how I look at those sports. A WNBA is another one. It's another less tap speculation sport. And I use algorithms for that. Very successful with it.
Interesting. All right, I got a question because you're in the youth. I mean, me and Lenny are not youth. We ache and pain when we get up in the morning.
What are you talking about? We're two youths.
This is some question people always used to ask me when I was in the casino industry when I was young running books. Do you have what's the best advice someone senior in the gaming industry has given you?
In the sports betting industry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to give this to Tony George.
Oh, boy.
Oh, here we go.
Don't tell him I said it. Do not
don't.
Cut it completely off. But Tony George, I have hung out with him so many different times, whether it's on camera, off camera. I've spent time out in Kansas City, and I have learned and picked his brain nonstop. And the biggest thing was he told me no longer bet on Thursday night football and Monday night football. And since I have stopped doing that, my profits have absolutely skyrocketed. And the reason being is, once again, coincide with everything that I've just talked about, speculation. You want to avoid the speculation. Everybody's jamming that Thursday night game. Everybody's chase betting that Monday night game. When you're betting on Sundays, there's a lot more games on the card, a lot less more big handles, little handles where you can kind of act or attack with sharp action.
Fair enough.
Good to know.
What was the shocker week one?
Shout out Tony George, but don't tell him.
Don't tell him. Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, what NFL week one shocker? What shocked you the most?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was the Jets Pittsburgh game, 100%. I had underwritten all over that game just for the factor of both of those teams are both under teams. They always trend towards the under. They both have very stout defenses. And on the offensive side for both of those teams, we didn't really know what to expect. Aaron Rodgers getting a brand new start, brand new coach, new uniform, and he's getting older, way older, and that's way behind. We're way beyond that conversation. But then Justin Fields on the other side of the coin. Justin Fields is a quarterback. He was with my Chicago Bears. I wanted them to keep him. Once they got rid of him and I saw what he was doing, I was like, you know what? That probably was the smarter move. Had no trust in him, have heard nothing but bad things as far as in practice. I know he went during practice squad games, I think 8 for 41, something along those lines, ridiculous. Was not impressed with them. I will say he did pick it up. And then going into that game, he dropped absolute bombs along with Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns with Pittsburgh. Thought that game was going to be an under. That was by far the biggest shocker to me on the entire NFL Sunday card.
Fair enough.
Lenny, I got to ask you, what's your biggest shocker? Oh, I should have asked. What was I thinking?
Skip. I'd like to
tough Sunday.
I'm gonna
skip that song. I'd like to skip that song, please. No,
I'll stay in Lenny's backyard if you don't want to answer that question. Geno Smith and the Raiders, when they go to New England, when everyone all summer long was talking about New England's new head coach, there's an upcoming team. Can they compete with Buffalo in a couple of years? And what does Geno do? He goes down there and lights it up, throws for over 300 yards. Are you kidding me? I've been eating Geno Smith Crow for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm full. I'm stuffed. I'm tired of eating Geno Smith Crow. Geno, congratulations. You did it again to me. But I got to say the Raiders, I was totally blown away in how they handled that.
Honest to God, though, with both your guys' answer to that question, I would have to agree with. But Indianapolis, like I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
I did not see all that coming. I didn't. I don't know if it's sustainable for the whole season, but I didn't see it coming week one. I mean, you could see, some things coming. Like I could see a tight game between the Bengals and the Browns. I could see a tight game between Atlanta and Tampa Bay. I don't know what to say from the Raiders and the Patriots. I'm not surprised the Saints suck. Let's say, So
Saints played better than I thought.
Me too. I agree. They played much better than I thought. Their drop touchdown pass could have tied the game right in the fourth quarter, and it was a little overthrown. But hey, my coach used to tell me if you could touch it, you can catch it, and he touched it, so it could have been a touchdown on that one. So.
And I've been very curious with Spencer Rattler. He's out of South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, and I watched a ton of his football back when he was playing in college. Now with New Orleans, I was very questionable about this kid. I want him to be good. At the same time, I don't know if he had it. He showcased. I don't think he had any passing touchdowns, but he still was airing the ball out, and he was connecting very well. I was very impressed with the way he played. Their offense played good. Most importantly, their defense played good, shutting down Connor. I mean, their defense interior was very strong on the pass rush.
Now they play the 49ers.
Yeah. He's one of those quarterbacks that are like, since he was 2, all he's been done to do is being groomed to be a quarterback. He's on a Netflix special where they follow high school kids around and he was in Arizona, I think like Tempe area or somewhere like that. And he was going to high school, and I never would agree to that. I think that's a bad thing for those kids' psyche because, you'd start breeding the wrong kind of that entitlement starts right there, where I think that's where you got to nip it in the butt. Is right there in high school. So
Father of the Year, guys. Father of the Year right there. Great advice.
That's me.
Father of the Year.
Nuh-uh. That's my advice. FTK.
Before we let our guests go, because we're almost out of the penalty box for our first and 20, it's Monday Night Football. Your Bears are on Monday Night Football, and we're going to ask you this, and I'm going to ask Lenny to answer my own question to this. It's Monday Night Football. What's your go-to cocktail and what's your go-to snack?
Go to always, and I mean always, and this is probably going to sound disgusting to people. We're going to do some tequila orange juice, Casamigo Blanco, always Blanco, and then we get wings, always barbecue wings. You go order from Pizza Hut. They bang. I know it sounds a little, that's just my go-to. It's nothing like pizza and wings. I know. I don't care, but they're great.
But shout out Pizza Hut.
If you haven't had those cinnamon sticks, I suggest you order those as well.
Hey, Pizza Hut, we need a deal. Call us.
Pizza Hut, slide in my DMs. We'll talk about sponsorships.
I'm
gonna go. Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna. You're never gonna see this fat kid turn down pizza and wings, or a tequila and anything in juice. I'm not a big tequila guy, but my go-to Monday night, it's a different drink if the Lions are playing. Just to be clear. If it's Lions are playing, it's vodka and blue Powerade because that's about as close to Lions colors as I can get. All right. But on a night like this, where I'm hoping both teams' offenses stub their toe and this game finishes 0-0 and neither team can compete for the rest of the year, I'm just going to sit back and drink probably some twisted teas. Get all fancy dancy. I think I'm in charge of dinner tonight because I think my wife's got a parent meeting somewhere that I'm not going to on Monday Night Football. That's, by the way, anybody watching that is in charge of anything high school related. If you invite parents to something on Thursday night and Monday night, the dads ain't coming. Don't do it.
Great PSA by our degenerate on that one. My go-to drink on a Monday night, I'm going to have a cocktail tonight because I didn't have one last night. Everyone knows I only drink one day a week during football season. Probably going to be bourbon, maybe an old-fashioned because I do have some simple syrup in my fridge that I can make an old-fashioned. I think I'm going to have some nachos tonight. I think some old-school nachos out there tonight.
Never a bad choice.
I want to ask you a question really quick. I just learned this one and I stumbled. Do you know the difference between whiskey and bourbon?
They both taste good in my belly?
No. Do you know the actual? They're both technically whiskey.
I know that.
Bourbon has 51% corn. That's what translates it to whiskey.
Really? Yeah, I didn't know that.
I knew that. And it's
I didn't know that.
Just a little fact there out there. I just learned it a couple of
Look at Griffin Murphy dropping knowledge, folks, on betting outside the box.
Yeah. You ain't getting this on Stocks Daily. You ain't
not.
getting this
We don't
on
ask
Craig
these kind
and
of
Indian
questions on
Cowboys
that.
show. You ain't getting this great information. No,
No, you're
even
welcome.
Mike Blackburn is a new member, signed up because he
Boom.
heard that answer. He heard that answer
Mike
and he
knew it.
signed up.
He knew it. He
That's
knew it
fun.
in the chat, and he didn't want to say it, so he joined. I appreciate Mike. Respect.
Appreciate it, Mike. We're on the
Respect,
same
Mike.
page. We're on the same page.
Yeah, we're all right here. Pizza. So what we got out of this is the cinnamon sticks, and the wings are good from Pizza Hut.
Yes.
Degenerate Lenny will eat damn near anything. And
I'm gonna have
Raphael's
corn
have
in
some
my drink.
wings and an old
I'm gonna have
fashioned.
corn in my drink
Or corn.
tonight. That's what I
He's
learned.
gonna
I'm
have
gonna
a
have
lot of corn and nachos.
Yes, you are.
Are you gonna put corn on the nachos? Or is there already too much in the old fashioned?
Too much in the old fashioned. I don't want to get too much
in the
on
old
that.
fashioned.
Yeah, just way too much.
You know,
way
I
too
just
much.
want to make sure everybody's clear on the recipe of disaster here.
Yeah, way too much. Well, Griff, I want to thank you for coming on the show. It's always a pleasure to see you. We'll definitely bring you on again. Good luck if you have any action tonight. Good luck for the rest of the week. Have a great weekend coming up. And always thank you coming on.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys having me on betting outside the box and looking forward to coming back soon.
Tuck, take care, buddy.
Take it easy. That's
Griffin
good. I like it.
Murphy, everybody. How about that?
Yeah,
That's
how about
awesome.
that? I learned something about my cocktail I'm gonna have
I gotta
tonight.
write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that some knowledge when I go to a bar.
That's a trivia question coming on the members page on the YouTube. Well, it's not members page. We do the post thing. That might be a trivia question.
While we were on the air with Griffin, the numbers are moving. There's a couple picks now on tonight's game, and the total still laying 43.5. Circa had it at 44 pretty much all afternoon. What do you think's gonna? What are you expecting in this game?
I don't have a lot bet on this game. I did. You're not gonna like this. I'm just telling you right now. I did my own version of a teaser. I made a teaser because they won't let me same game a teaser. They won't let me just take Chicago in the over, okay, on a 6-point teaser. So I took an alt line, Chicago plus 7.5, and I also took an alt line of over 40, and that was even money. And I did that at BetMGM. So I just made my own version of a teaser. But that's like my parlay, same game parlay kind of situation. I got props. I think TJ Hawkinson has a good night tonight.
Yeah, I think he has a good game.
Rookie quarterback's got to love his tight end. And TJ Hawkinson's he's got hands. Former Lion.
I like Santos kicking prop bets, field goals made over. I think it was 6.5 total points, or 2.5, and then it's total points. I think that one it will go well. And you know what? I thought this was going to be a dead under game, and then I thought the Steelers game was going to be a dead under game. I thought the Bills and Ravens defense would have played really good yesterday, and that was a dead over game. So I just don't know what type of game. Ben Johnson, welcome to the Windy City. This is your game. You not to beat a dead horse. We saw the Lions struggle on offense. I think play calling was a lot to do with it. Okay, now your number one play caller has a new job in Chicago. What's the Bears offense going to look like tonight? I'm very curious to see that, because if it is going to be some potent, I think it could be a very, very long night for the Vikings, and it could be a very, very long night for J.J. McCarthy, who starts his first game as at Soldier Field.
To your point about the kicker prop or whatever, I took Colston. I think I'm saying his name right. Colston Loveland.
Yeah.
I took him have anytime touchdown. That's plus like 380. I got that at. That's just a stab because Ben Johnson does weird things with double tight ends, and maybe, you know what I mean? Just a little stab. Smiley says they have the under. What's that? The under is my only.
It's only bet. Well,
I don't hate
Smiley,
it.
I have nothing on the total, so you know what I'm going to be rooting for you. I hope you're going to cash that under bet because I have nothing on the total. So I hope you cash your bets and you have pizza money to get wings, breadsticks, and
apparently Pizza Hut got really good cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, so get the cinnamon sticks when you cash your bet, Smiley 6. So you know what we need? We need a redemption. We lost back-to-back doctor's orders. We need a winner. Let's bring it up.
Let's do it.
That's right. I said J.J. McCarthy's making his first appearance today at Soldier Field, the Windy City. And I think he throws it an IT tonight. I think he throws an interception. You can get it at -120, still at Bet365 and at BetPhoenix. Everyone else pretty much has -125. I would lay it no past 130 on this one. But I think the Bears defense, the monsters of the Midway, show Ben Johnson that, hey, we're a defensive team as well. I think the Bears have a good game today, and I think they put JJ in a little bit of a hell. So I'll take the INT.
I'll take it too. I just think, again, rookie quarterback, got to make a mistake somewhere along the line. Maybe if they're down early, maybe they have to have JJ, Justin Jefferson is going to be down there somewhere. And that, I think, is going to be some time of his thinking. I'm just going to chuck it down there. He's got to be down there somewhere, and he's not going to be, or something like that. And that's why we get this. I'll take this anytime interception all day.
Yeah, I really thought for a rookie quarterback, I thought the betting public on a Monday Night Football would have pushed us up to -140 today. So that's why I think there's really, really good value on this.
I agree totally. I like this a lot. So there you have it, J.J. McCarthy.
We break our slump.
He was a former Wolverine, so I kind of hope for his. That's a tough game for me. I hope he fails.
I know.
I hope he fails, but I don't want the Bears to succeed because that means Ben Johnson means something to us. So I don't know what to do here. I might just take a nap.
You probably should take a nap. But before you take a nap, tell the viewers what they can get over at Doc Sports.
You can get a free $60 account if you sign up at docsports.com/free60. Head over there. You can use that $60 account on any of our premium handicappers, including Raphael right here. You can get his premium plays. $60 you can use on any handicapper, a day pass, week pass, season pass. You can put it towards anything you want. Check that out. Link in the description of the video. There it is right there, but there's a better link in the description of the video. So check that out. Check out Raphael's premium plays because that guy's got some props.
And don't forget to like our videos when you're on there because you know the rules. If you don't like the video,
you can't
lose your bet. You can't win. And we don't write the rules. YouTube tells us this. YouTube tells us we have to say that. So it's not our rule. We're just following the rules on this one. Don't forget to check us out on Friday for another episode of Betting Outside the Boxes. We'll break down some college football, break down a weekend, Sunday NFL Week 2. So it should be a fun show on Friday. Some really good college football matchup. Georgia's playing a tough opponent this weekend. Maybe Pilots F-16 will cash another USC ticket. He's at work today, so I'm just glad he poked in to say hi. He was at work. So thank you for watching F-16. Yeah, thank you again for. I'm not gonna lie. I bet a little bit on the over as well, and I think it's because you made me look at it. Once I looked at it and studied it, I'm like, okay, I can see them putting up some big points on that one. So thank you for making me look at that game, F-16. So it was a great win. But you guys all have a fantastic Monday. Have a fantastic rest of the week. You know the rule. Please don't bet what you don't have. Oh,
don't forget Friday's ladies' night. So we'll see you guys Friday.
Friday's night. Yeah. Friday's ladies' night in your chat. Ladies' night in the chat.
Ladies can comment free of charge. No problem. Friday night. Good luck unless you're against us.